In recent videos, we discussed what obstructs genuine communication. Most recently, we looked at why someone may act overly agreeable. And while on the surface, this may seem like an ideal partner, it leads to a superficial connection and emotional disengagement, which can be quite frustrating. This ties into how many individuals with narcissistic characteristics grow up with caregivers who hinder their development of independence. Without this level of autonomy and independence, this could lead to fears of feeling controlled and dominated by the most important people in their life. So, superficial agreement covers over these old feelings of being controlled. Wait, hold on a minute. You may be asking, if someone is always just merely agreeing with you, wouldn't that leave them feeling more controlled? This is a very important point, and I want to make it clear that this level of agreement is not genuine. It's a false level of agreement, which means that they're never really invested and they're not involved in the decisions. Therefore, they can never really feel control if they're never really engaged. Diving a little bit deeper, I've also discovered that this agreeability often happens because they're terrified that if they assert their own opinion, that you're going to be angry with them. This fear also stems from early childhood with caregivers who would withdraw their love or punish them in some way when they asserted their independence or autonomy, when they had a different opinion, when they wanted to go out and play with friends, or perhaps go on a date. They were punished for any act of autonomy. So, in short, adopting a stance of agreeability, they can remain emotionally distant, they can protect themselves from fears of separation and abandonment, and they can protect themselves from you getting angry at them. See, because if you get angry, there's this threat that you will then do what? You will reject and abandon them. You will withdraw your love. So, in my work with these individuals and couples, the goal is to get below this surface level of what we could call maybe a PG rated relationship and get to this internalized relational pattern of being what? The one who's always looking to please and be the good child or be the good boyfriend or girlfriend or partner. Okay, I hope I've given you another perspective on what leads to obstructions in communication and how the agreeable partner can oftentimes be very disconnected and leave you with your own feelings of being frustrated or annoyed with them. If you're interested in learning more about these different facets of narcissism, please subscribe to this channel. And if you want to do a deeper dive into what in my field we call the false self, I go into this in far more detail in my podcast, so be sure to check that out as well. In there, you'll find that in this agreeableness, it also serves the purpose of a triumphant victory over you, which again, I think explains a little bit more why you may end up feeling frustrated or annoyed with a partner who on the surface seems so kind. Anyway, we have to stop there for now. Until next time, bye for now.